The union representing 55,000 education workers says its members are ready to walk off the job Friday if a new labor deal with higher wages isn't completed. Talks have been going on for months with the Ford government, and as Jason Gaidola explains, the failed negotiations have some boards ready to close, leaving families to adjust once again.
The province and the union representing educational workers like custodians and early childhood educators have 5 days to reach a new contract with better pay, or else a strike will occur.
The early childhood education is very important to us, and I do think they put in a lot of work. And with inflation going up, I do think that they should renegotiate their contracts. Same with all the support staff. They do killer work, and I want to see them supported.
The strike notice was issued by the Canadian Union of Public Employees today. Its president, Laura Walton, said in a statement, no one wants to strike, at least of all the lowest paid education workers who can barely pay our bills. Still, we need a significant wage increase. They say workers are looking for annual salary increases of 11.7%, and the government in response has offered raises of 2% a year for workers making less than $40,000 and 1.25% for all others. Education Minister Stephen Lecce responded today saying, we are not giving up on a deal, and we've asked CUPE to meet us back at the table today and hope that they budge from their demand for a nearly 50% increase in compensation, which they have so far refused to do. Last week, negotiations between the province and the union broke down after meeting with a neutral mediator for 2 days. Both sides remain far apart on wages. The potential province-wide walkout is already impacting schools. 3 of them are ready to close if it happens, including Toronto's Catholic Board. To a letter sent to parents today, it warned, to ensure the health, welfare, and safety of our students and staff, all Toronto Catholic schools will be closed starting Friday, November 4th, if there is a full withdrawal of services by CUPE.
I would imagine that we should know within the next day or two if we can stay open Friday. I think looking forward beyond Friday is where we need to consider what's possible.
Hamilton Public Board Chair Don Danko says it's at risk of seeing roughly 500 workers walk off the job. She says contingency plans are in the works to try and avoid a closure, but a lengthy strike isn't sustainable.
For our board, there may be a possibility to bridge a couple of days where we could support some of the work in our schools that our caretakers and our maintenance staff do, but we are mindful that that is struck work if they are on a full strike. And so depending on the length of the strike, our plans will have to evolve.
As well as families and their plans.
Doesn't sound too good. Well, I think the more notice, the better, for sure. Otherwise, parents are going to have to plan.
This is upsetting to hear because the kids have just come from 2 years of being outside of school, so.
We did attempt to reach out to other school boards in our area. The chair of Hamilton's Catholic Board, Pat Daly, tells me a decision has not been made yet whether they will shut down its schools, but it will be difficult to stay open as they would see roughly 1,100 workers possibly strike. The union says Lecce's representatives have reached out to broker a meeting this afternoon. They're also slated to resume talks Tuesday. Adam.